So, Tucson in a box. Let's get it out of here. Let's check it in so we can check it out. Okay, so you already know because you read the title of this video, but this is going to be a is it worth the upgrade video, because I already have this knife in, I believe, D2. And so this is the upgraded knife. And so the question is going to be, is it worth the upgrade? Okay. It's oily, so I know right now I want to get all that oil off of it. Let's put this up, and then I am going to put this up, and then I'm going to grab its counterpart. Okay, so here is the one that I have. And so these are the TWOSUN TS-269. Yeah, TS-269. It's a night morning design. This one's in D2. And I mean, the milling on this thing is just awesome. And they did the circle around the pivot, and then there's like crosshatch, and depending on how you're looking at it from, it can arc, it can, there's a lot of different patterns going. Solid titanium backspacer, same type of milling on this side, just intricate, wonderful. Yep. And the blade and ergonomics on this knife, man, this is a great knife. The action, wonderful action. These thumb studs, they're TWOSUN standards. They're kind of pokey, but they work on this knife. Yep. I like it. So the upgrade comes out, and I'm going to wipe it off as I talk. The upgrade comes out, and so right away the question becomes, man, is it worth the upgrade? Is it worth it to spend a little more premium money? Now, it's not premium money like, I don't know, like Reat money, but it's premium money for TWOSUN. So is it worth the premium money to upgrade to basically the same knife with some anodizing and then the M390 blade? So is that going to be worth it? Well, I thought about it enough. I watched several of these come and go, and there was a couple of moments where one was sold and then another one wasn't listed, and I was like, you know what? If I don't get that, I'm going to regret it, and they're going to stop running them. And so I started taking a run at them. And I think that I got it bought for a reasonable price. And I'll reveal that at the end. I will say that already the action on this one, it feels better. Can't explain why. I'm pretty sure that the only thing different is going to be that blade stock and the fact that it's anodized. I mean, it's even got a little ting at the detent. It's different. It's definitely different. But let's put this one where we can keep an eye on it. Let's get in here. Okay. Loctite, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think there's some Loctite in there. A little bit. Definitely factory Loctite. But that makes sense. The knife probably was disassembled for anodizing. And so when it was put back together, it probably was Loctited. Okay. Pocket clip is really well recessed. I mean, it's like the Grand Canyon in there. That pocket clip is super recessed down into that titanium scale. Yeah, we got quite a bit of oil on the inside of here. Looking in the bearing neighborhood, I don't really see a lot of dirt, but it's not perfect. So, I mean, maybe we can improve on that action. And that action was was pretty darn good. So, I mean, I've thought this before. What a scam. Look at the milling on this little spacer. See if we can pick it up. I can't see it in the camera from my end, but experience tells me that that doesn't mean that you can't see it. But it has got super tiny little micro milling on there. Maybe once I dry it and clean it up, I'll try to bring it back to the camera real quick. But yeah, I mean, what a great marketing ploy, you know. Same product, let's anodize it. We'll add a feature to it, and we can sell the exact same product for more money than the first one. So not only will we move more units, but we're going to be able to charge more money for them. So, I mean, it's a good idea. You know, I was a executive in charge of sales for a fairly large company, vice president of sales for a company for a while. And I know a couple of things about selling some stuff. And it's pretty good marketing, man. I mean, you already got the tooling. You know, like in this case, you got most of the materials. The fact that they upgraded to the M390, they didn't have to. They could have reissued this knife, anodized, and that same thing that I just described would have happened. They would have sold some more of these units and for more money. But upgrading to this M390, you know, it drug a dude like me out of the woods. I wouldn't have upgraded for just the anodizing. I'm not sure that I'm a super fan of that stuff anyways, because oh, pardon me. In some cases, it just makes the knife slick and kind of makes me not want to carry it because it's too slick. I'd almost, in some cases, my experience, I'd rather just have the raw bee-blasted titanium to maintain a confident grip on the piece. But anyways, smart marketing on their part, and so here I am. I've got this knife with all of these exact same components sitting right here, and I paid money for these, and I already got that one. With all that said, I do think I already like it more, you know, and I'm glad that I upgraded. So it's like, well, then what was it? What were you talking about, dude? I don't know, man. I was just talking. I'm stupid. I've said it here before. Y'all ain't paying attention. It's like, oh, that's right. He said that. He's stupid. And eventually you're going to go, hey, I think he means it. So another thing that I noticed recently, I was doing a video, I think a short, and I was reviewing that short, and I could hear myself breathing. And y'all wouldn't know, but I've got a lung disease that causes me to breathe like that, and probably doesn't help that I smoked for most of my life, my adult life. I have been smoke-free for, I don't know, when did I quit? 2012, 2013, somewhere in there. So for quite a long time. And, the crazy thing about stupid cigarettes, man, is I still today, out of the blue, can just crave one. It's like, oh, I wouldn't mind having a cigarette right now. A cold beer and a cigarette or something. It's just the dumbest thing ever. And of course, I'd never do it. Been too far removed from that addiction, and that's what it is, man. Freaking cigarettes. Anybody that smoked more than a few years, if they're honest, if they could get a pill, a miracle cure, and they instantly stop smoking, never crave one ever again, and there'd be no side effects whatsoever, they'd never even think about a cigarette again. Who wouldn't take it? Every person ever. Yeah. But, hey man, holier than thou, that kind of thing. I mean, I'm trying to think, but I smoked for 30 years, maybe. 25, 30 years, a long time. Picked it up very young. And so as a result, I don't know if it's from smoking, but you may hear me breathing in the video sometimes. Oh, man, this action now. Wow. This is not this. I don't know if I need to take this one apart and try to tune it somehow, but oh my goodness. This is a piece, man. Let me get rid of this stuff and we'll do a check-in. Get going. How am I for time? I'm doing good. Oh, this action right now? Wow. Is this knife worth every penny that I paid for it? Yeah, it is. I mean, so the question, I don't even got to go any further. The question is it worth the upgrade? Well, I don't, is it because I got a good one? And, there's mediocre ones and there's bad ones and there's good ones and there's really good ones and I got a really good one? It's possible. I mean, that could be the case, but wow. Yeah, this thing. With that M390, the anodizing, which I do like on this knife, it's got enough milling that, and normally when they anodize, they polish so much that it's just slick. But on this knife, that milling is still coming through on this knife. And I mean, yeah, this is a fine piece of machinery right here. Wow, I really, really like this, man. So 100% is worth it. The action, I mean, it's 5-star action, no question. Just smooth, rock solid. Yeah, no play in there. And so good. So good. Let me Spidey flick that. Yep. All right, ergonomics. So the natural grip back here with thumb forward just puts my thumb on this jimping here. And it's aggressive. I mean, it's kind of bitey. It's not overly aggressive. It's not like super aggressive, but it's enough to where this becomes a good grip here. I think the really locked in grip is to get that thumb up in this harpoon. Is to get here, which puts this finger for me just over the hump. But that's okay. I mean, this still feels, it puts me just behind the hump is where I'm at. And so this is right here. This is a confident grip. I'm not going to say it's very confident, but it's a confident grip. Confident, very confident, not so confident. It's a confident grip. It's not towards very confident. It's just confident. This is a good grip. And with the shape and the size of this knife, you know, the whole package, like if this was brought to bear and that brought out, and it's like, hey, I'm going to defend myself. Hopefully there's a deterrent factor there. If nothing else, it's unsettling and gives a mental advantage, something. But yeah, very nice grip. There's also a strong grip back here. The pocket clip's pretty much disappeared. There's no real hot spots here. I can feel this cutout right here. I can feel it, but it's not hot. Yeah, there's nothing there that's making me go, yeah, this is horrible or bad. Full forefinger. Yeah, nice grip. Oh, and that right there. Let's check that pocket clip. All right. It's kind of color coordinated, man, with these slate blue shorts I got here. All right, so we kind of got that ball thing going on. Well, it's not a ball. It's a ramp. It's just, is it going to get over these thick pants? Yeah, it got over. It needs a little manipulation, but I'll say that it's thin. So as it runs towards the top, there's not a lot of space in here. So on this thick material, that's about as far as that's going to go. Yeah, that's not, they're not made for that pants. So if you use heavy duty pants, or in my case, I wear these shorts, but I don't use this thick seam right here to carry a knife. If I'm carrying a knife, it's going to go here. So I'll just go there first. Yeah, and that thing, money right there. Yep. It goes all the way in. It's easy in and out. That would definitely be a one hand in and out of my pocket all day long. And so that's where that would be. That would be off my right hip in my back pocket. Got enough to grab and get it out of there. But standard jean size material, this thing runs all day long. It's perfect. One hand in, one hand out. Let's check it for safety. So can I catch this blade on the back? I cannot. So, oh, that makes me happy. How about this tip? I mean, looking at it, I'm going to say that that's a finger shredder. All right, I hope I'm wrong, but just looking at that, where that's at, I think I can get that with my finger. And I cannot. Oh, man, that is so close, but I can't get it. So, pass, pass, and a pass. Oh, that's so good. This is one that I really wanted to like once I got that action running. Man. Is it sharp? I hope so. If it ain't, I'm going to make it sharp. But yeah, this thing's... Okay. Yeah, we don't need to go any further there. I wonder, is this one sharp? I've had this one for quite a while. Oh, got a little spur there. Yeah, this one's really sharp too. D2 M390. Price and availability. So, White Mountain Knives was selling this one for 130 something. It's like $125 with a 10% off code. But they don't have any. They don't have any of this one, and they don't have any of this one at the time of this video. Amazon doesn't have them, and I didn't find them on AliExpress either. I didn't check DH. But there's currently 4 of these running on auctions on eBay. And 3 of those auctions are DWIN 99 coming from the factory. There's 2 of these and 1 of these coming from the factory at the time of this video, currently on eBay. And then there's another seller selling 1 of these. So I think the secondary market may have some show up, but DWIN's selling these. And they're available that way. I paid at a DWIN auction, I paid under $115 for this one right here. I paid like $114 for it. So, it's a little less than, say, the going rate at White Mountain Knives. Not much less, a little bit. But, that's why I do eBay, because maybe I can save a couple of bucks. This blade is stunning. Just looking at it, there's a difference in the steel between the two. So the big question, is it worth the money? Is it worth the upgrade? And I'm going to say absolutely, 100%. I'm really glad that I added this one to my collection. And it is just the short time that I've been handling it and running it with it in my hand, the action, it is a superior knife to this one. This is a good knife, but I'd almost say that this is like a work knife. I mean, it's D2 steel, it's full titanium, so I don't want to discount it. I mean, there's a lot of really nice knives in D2 steel, 154 cm. So, I know it's not the top of the food chain, but there's a lot of really nice semi-custom production knives that use this steel. So, but this is sort of like a work knife, maybe. I don't know. This is a piece, man. Wow. Yeah, this is a showpiece. I'm digging it. All right, well, there it is. My 2 cents. I think it's definitely worth it to upgrade to this. Am I going to keep this one, and is it the replacement? Of course I am. Yeah, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm a hoarder, man. Don't you know? All right, I appreciate y'all watching.